Right, are we going? Let's see. Sounds promising. Are we live? I think we are. Yep, that looks good. Evening all, I think we're live. Give us a thumbs up if we are, or type a comment on or something to let me know we're working. I think it's working this end. Let's just see, make sure. Yeah, we're getting a couple of thumbs up. That's good. Right, good out. That seems like we're working then. Evening all. Somewhere here I have the latest prices of what sold on Sunday. Not much this week, just a few bits and bobs. So we'll just quickly go through those, which is here. So we had some payout slides for whatever they were for, Jubilee I think, £6. Very handy. Evening Stevie. Some, which way do I need to lean? That way, wherever they are. Jennings bonnet matches, £8. Some payout slides, I think they were Jennings from memory, 32. I think there was 5 machines sold. So that little French all-win, where's my buttons gone on here in a minute? 300. Seemed like a bit of a bargain really, didn't it, for an all-win? And the next one up, in Miss World Order again, was that nice Aristocrat Clubmaster 415. Some of these were second time around, they didn't go the first time around, a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was. So the sellers have relisted them. So the Clubmaster 415. And the next one, I'm not very well positioned there tonight on the video, never mind. The Buckley 480. That Furman Front Mills, early Mills, 618. And then the steerable, which was the only kind of new listing to have sold this week, 1250. Then I think I'll leave these running through again. I think there was another 3 or 4 machines which were relists, which still didn't sell. So there we are. We can't sell everything, I guess, as hard as we try. So just let these run through again. I've been busy tweaking various bits of the website, and in between a couple of people come today to collect their things they bought at the weekend, and previous weeks come to that. So I haven't got quite as much done today as I wanted. I had some other odd jobs to do as well, but never mind. Let me just get a screen up over here ready. Machines, there we are. So if anyone's got any observations on that lot, then do comment away. If not, then we'll have a quick look at the new stuff that's listed, machine wise, and lots of spare parts. And then this week, Thursday, I'm going to look at a big collection of stuff, all sorts of things, machines, signs, classic cars, shop fittings, all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. So I'll keep you posted on that, probably on Sunday's video. Mr. Treefrog, the Clubmaster was cheap. Yeah, it was cheap, wasn't it? Yeah, nice machine. There you go, you should have bought it. Go with all your other ones. Yep, I thought it was a bit of a bargain. And the little ones are a bargain as well, really. Just goes to show you should always stick some offers on, because you never know, you just might get something. If there's something we're not too much interested in. Yeah, whoever bought that will be very happy with it. I think it was a really nice one. The Buckley, the other two, there was 3 Buckleys we had. The other 2 sold the first time around. This one didn't go the first time around. So it's gone now. Ballomatic. Hi Steve, just to mention, the bandits that were relisted are not appearing in the latest date order on the results page. Ah, are they not? That's interesting. Let me just have a look and see. So let's have a think. What do we sell? Anyone in particular you were looking at? Just have a look while this is running through. Let's have a look at the Buckley, because we sold 2 or 3 of those before, didn't we? No, they're not, are they? That's interesting. I'll have to look at the sort order on those. It might be they're sorted by, I think they're sorted by the lot number, as it were. So because it was listed originally 2 or 3 weeks ago, yeah, I think that's how they come out of the database. Buckley was showing 3rd in results order. Yeah, I think it might be a. Oh, let me just. I don't know who that is. Let me just turn that off a minute. Right, Buckley's. Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Let me just have a look on the code on that one. Let's see if I can do some live coding. That'll be fun, won't it, while these are running through. So I need the, what page do I need? The coin op item page. And we're looking at trader section, and it would be down here somewhere. This page of code I'm looking at is 3,058 lines long of code, so it just takes me a minute or so just to find the right bit. Unsurprisingly. Image gallery, video vault, price history. Here we are. Order by. Yes, let me try this. Not sure that'll work. Client examples ID. Let me just try that. And re-upload that page. Oh, shush. Turn it off a minute. Put that over there. Refresh that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that because I've now recoded a tweak on that page, and it shows the collector sales now in the right order, but the old auction dates, it's now showing back to front. So I've got to do a I'll have to fiddle with that. Let me put that back to where it was. Back like that. Yeah. Right. Make a note. Auction prices. Date order. Sort as CC results are by ID. Yeah, that's a bit curious. How can I do that? D. Yeah, see what it does is the order come out of the database, it shows the latest item added to the database at the top of the sales order. So generally speaking, obviously the latest item we add would be the most recently sold, but not always, because if stuff's been relisted, then it can overlap on that date. So and again, in the old days of the auctions, they're not necessarily again, because something might have not sold in one auction, been put in a later auction, so it has an earlier lot number, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I'll have to fiddle with that. I'm sure we can sort it one way or another. Somebody keeps texting me and phoning me. Right, hang on a minute. I'm logged in but cannot message on your prog chat. Done it twice. I don't know who that is. Hang on a minute. Let me just do this text. Sorry about this, everybody. There's someone who can't log on to the YouTube chat for some reason. So just share that. Right. Right, so auction prices, dates sorted, yeah. That might not be as easy to fix as I think. I might have to put the whole lot into an array and resort the array, probably. That'd be fun. Peter says, evening all from very wet in Norfolk. It's a bit wet here in Cambridge as well. Interesting auction on the Isle of Wight. Evening Paul. Mr. Treefog says, wouldn't go to the Isle of Wight again for an auction. A nightmare. Yeah. I've never been to the Isle of Wight. One of those places I've just not got around to going. But I gather it's a right pain. You know, and expensive really by the time you've driven all the way down there and got a ferry and whatnot. It also seems that auctions in the Isle of Wight have this habit of, if an auction's on the Monday and you buy the thing and you pay for it, they won't let you take it until the Tuesday for some strange reason. Which of course, if you've driven all the way from England and got a ferry overnight, you get a bit peed off if you can't take your stuff with you, because that may mean having to stay a night on the Isle of Wight, which I'm sure is very nice, but it's a night in a hotel and all of a sudden your machine gets very, very, very expensive. And it also seems that everything over there is crap, a bit like an island. Peter said, I had the same problem tonight, I had to subscribe again. Paul Mitchell, same here, very strange. I've had that on a couple of channels that I watch regularly. For some reason, YouTube every now and again drops subscribers. I don't know why it does it. Very odd. It's just some weird thing. I think YouTube changed a lot recently. All my on my whatever they call it, the Creator Studio or whatever it is, where like, all my videos are listed. Yesterday they all disappeared. Well, they were still there, but I couldn't get to them to do anything. So it's very odd. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube. They've changed things. And whereas it used to do these live streams, I just had to, I could click on one button, and which was basically reuse all your settings from the last live stream, great. So it just brings up all the settings. I just change the date or the title or whatever. Press the button and everything's ready to go again. Now I have to go through 3 different screens to do exactly the same thing. Now, why? What is the point of that? How is that making it better? Anyway. Mr. Tree Frog, HID were a nightmare. Insisted I collected next day when going on the day. Yeah, it seems to be the norm in Isle of Wight. I don't know why. I've never heard of it anywhere else. Very strange way of doing things. I always prefer people to collect as soon as they can, you know, when we were doing the centre up a bit better on here. Proper live auctions, as you know, as soon as the sheets come down from the auctioneer, I get them typed into the computer as quickly as I possibly could. Usually within 10 lots or so, because there was 10 or 15 lots on a sheet. You could come up and pay for your things, take them and get them out of the way. And to my mind, that just saved a big queue at the end of the day, because if people could get some stuff paid and gone, then great. Also, obviously, it helped people who are travelling from a long way away to get off early. If they'd only come for one machine, or one sign, or one number of Fairground art, or whatever, why force them to wait till the end of the auction? Or in the Isle of Wight's case, force them to wait till the next day. Just crazy, isn't it? Don't understand. Very strange way of doing things. But there we are. What do I know? So I was just going to have a quick look over here. Let me get the right screen up again, or it won't work. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. So we're back over here just quickly. So we have these 10 machines on the site currently. If you go, I haven't got around to list them yet. If you go onto our Instagram, these other 5 machines have arrived as well in the past few days. If you haven't spotted them already. Fantastic Big Wonders machine, giant Allwyn +4. A pretty rare machine, giant golf theme. Jennings Galaxy. A Sega Bonanza, nice condition. A Fab French crane with a carved case. This is the extra wide bodied one as well, which is pretty unusual. They don't come up very often. And a very rare and rather nice Mills Tycoon Payout Pinball. Kind of the stealth payout on it. It's quite good fun. If you don't know what these do, I mean, obviously I'll video it soon. A bit like a Kaleo or a Bullion, you can bet on 1 up to 7 numbers. Put your coins in. The coins then light up. I don't think you see my little mouse on the screen. I think you can. Light up which number you bet on. The odds at the very top of the playfield change. I think you've got 2, 12, what does it say? 30, is it? 8 and 4. Fire your ball, and if your ball lands in the number you bet on, then it pays out whatever odds are displayed. So each game the odds change, and obviously you can bet on 1 to 7 numbers. So yeah, good fun thing, rare thing. Then the payout is this, I don't know if you can see on the little screen, at the bottom is like a secret little drawer where the coins end up. Which you just put, it's like spring nose, pull it out and grab your winnings. All fully working, lovely thing. Very unusual. I don't think there's too many of them in the country. So yeah, I'll get those up fully on the website the next day or two. Tomorrow I'm messing around, I've got to go and collect a car because my truck's got to go in for new brakes and one thing and another. So it's a bit of a muddly day tomorrow. Thursday I'm out looking at this big collection. I'm popping into the studio just to do an odd little thing for telly. Friday I think I'm around all day. And then spare parts. There's still a few odd spares that didn't go, so I've relisted those. And then I think there's about 50 parts listed at the moment. And they're all photographed now as well. I'll change the dates to go green, but they're not positioned very well. I'm still fiddling with this page. Anyway. The back bonnet, somebody asked earlier, is 13.5 inches wide, or just a very tiny fraction over 13.5 inches wide. And then the back lip, the inside of the back lip, in other words, the bit that clamps over the top of the back door, is 14.5 inches. So if you've got a 14.5 inch wide door, or just a fraction under, it'll fit. And your casting needs to be 13.5 inches. So if you're trying to match up a back bonnet, that's how big that is. There's all sorts of useful bits. Some good high top. If you've got the wrong badge on your high tops, then there's some different ones of those. A blank one. Yeah, so have a look through those, see if there's any bits you need, and also at the bottom of the page is all the bits people are wanting. So hopefully have a rummage in your shed and see if you can sort any of those out. Let's get back over to the prices, because that's what we're supposed to be discussing. Peter, any old penny bandits coming in soon? Don't know the answer to that one. What do I know what's going in? So I've got to look at a load of stuff on Thursday. Then I've got another big collection to go and see. Which there's quite a few machines. They probably all are on old penny, I would think, from memory. I think there's, I can't remember how many machines he's got, 20 or 30 machines, possibly more. Enamel signs, motoring stuff. I think some petrol pumps, if I can manage to move them. Globes and things like that. I'm not sure how much of it is to sell. Probably ultimately the whole collection, I think. So we'll see what we start off with. Got some nice stuff again. A lot of it we've sold the chap over the years, over the past 15 years probably, possibly more actually. So some machines that have been, you know, kind of out of circulation for a good decade and a half or so. So they'll be coming around again, so that's always good. Yeah, I don't know why people have, a couple of people just reply to this one. Oops. Let's see, David's having trouble signing in to the YouTube for some reason. He had a bit of problem at the weekend as well. Come up all the way up from Cornwall Way to collect a machine. Got 50 miles down the road, broke down. So that wasn't very good. So fortunately, Pete Williamson was on his way down. And so Pete and Shirley went off on a bit of a rescue mission. Took the machines from here and met David down on the A14 for a bit of a nerve-wrangling swap in the backs of the vehicles on the side of the A14 apparently. So it's a bit of a collector connecting in action, as it were. So that was a bit of a fun for Sunday. Not what everybody expected to be doing on Sunday afternoon, but there we are. Such is life. Yes, so penny bandits, there probably is some in that second lot I'm going to look at. In fact, I'm sure there is. So keep an eye out for those. I seem to think we might have another crane as well, from memory. I can't remember now what's in there. Peter, very happy to help. Yeah. It's what it's all about, isn't it, at the end of the day? We'll try and do our bit. Never know when we're going to be able to pickle ourselves doing, that's the thing. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of, well, I say a lot, in between other things, bits of tweaking on the website. Although most of it is sort of my side, administration side. Just to keep things tidy, my end. So I don't think there's anything really shows from your end, as it were. But hopefully by the weekend there might be. Anybody else? Any more questions, comments on this lot that just sold, or questions on the stuff that we've got for sale? Which I'll just pop up again in a minute. Let me get the right page, which is here, ready. Just wait for this to go around one more time when we get back to the steerable. Have a quick look and see what people are wanting as well. Where are we? Buckley. And was that it? Any of the Furman, and then I think it was the steerable, wasn't it? There we are. Right, let's pop back over here again for a minute. So we have currently got £71,500 of people waiting to buy stuff. So don't forget to have a check on that page every now and again. Just in case there's anything in your shed. There's a castle front coming soon. I'm not sure about anything else anybody's told me about. Just have a quick stroll down myself. No, I don't think anything else rings a bell at the moment. But yeah, castle front we've found, so that'll be here, I don't know, a week or so hopefully. So if anybody needs to know anything about these machines in particular, then let me know. The videos will be up soon. They are all, with the exception of the Dandy vendor, they're all on old penny. The Dandy's on 1 cent. They all work. They've all got keys. And all that lot will come out of one collection. Most of which we sold the chap many years ago. So again, they've been sat in a collection for a long time. So they're sort of fresh to the market. The other whales are pretty good. They're really good back flashes on them actually. Unusually they're not too warped and split, and quite nice and bright still. As you can see, they're not bad. The case is in original condition. You could perhaps, you'd perhaps want to put a fresh coat of varnish on them, polish the chrome up a little bit. They're basically untouched. That's just reflections on that treble chance top. Reflections of my lights. And the lucky 12. Pretty good back again, nice and bright. Oops, let's go back on. Clock, oh, the clock looks like, don't we? Pill wings in a new cabinet. Original door. A new cabinet, a little bit thinner than it should be. So, if you've got a spare Brian's cabinet, or you perhaps want to make a new oak one, it's pine this one for some reason. So it's a little bit of a project for somebody. The back's pretty good as they go. Original back. What else did we have? 5 win. It's quite a nice little organ. It's quite intriguing. I'm not sure who made it. Very square, chunky hinges on it. Unusual payout cup. These spandrels, which are kind of not quite like BMCO spandrels, but similar. And then like a very bronzy type of trim around the wind cups. Obviously it's modernised. It's probably 1915, maybe 1920 machine. Then later modernised, probably, you know, around World War II. So it could be an early Brian's modernisation. You know, they converted a lot of machines early on. They started making their own stuff. Who knows? Interesting history, no doubt. But quite a nice little machine. Nice. I'll do a picture of the inside, or you'll see it on the video. It's quite a nice machine, really. What else do we have? This is a very. Oops, click on the wrong button. It would help, wouldn't it? Oh, here we are. Duh. This has got a dinky little machine. You perhaps put a more, or either redo or put a brighter backflash in it. But very interesting mechanism. It pays out 246, but only with one payout trip. And it can't describe how it does it, but it kind of carries the ball along. So the ball hits the payout trip and knocks it down. And then the leader kind of catches the ball and pushes it along to the next notch. It's hard to explain. I'll see if I can perhaps video it working. It's quite interesting. A sweet little machine. Nice little dandy vendor. It's good. It's one where the centre reel spins the opposite direction to the outer 2 reels, which is quite nice. And there's cigarette packet reels, and they've got the English, Canadian and American cigarette brands on the reels. Back in the day, I guess it was quite exotic to have you know, British cigarettes on it, advertised on an American machine. So that's a nice little thing. There we are. Peter says looks like a very little Hortins. Yeah. Oops. You forget where it is. It's scroll down this page. Possibly. Yeah, not sure. If anyone's got another one, I'd be interested to see, or another one very similar. It's got no cash box on, but it's obviously that's how it's made. The cabinet was made like that. That's what makes it pretty small. But yeah, apparently I sold it to them 30 something years ago. Makes you feel old. One of the first machines I bought. Bradwin could be. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Made by Bradley's. All Bradley's things. Crusader. Don't know. Could be. Have I got any other odd all-wins? Let's have a look. War Machines. All-win type. Let's look at all these. I haven't had time to look on this page to see if it's similar to anything else was sold at some time. I'm sure there must be something similar somewhere. I can't see anything immediate, but yeah. What's that strange thing? Yeah, I remember that. It went away. Yeah, I quite like one of those. Haven't got one of those. I should place a wanted advert, shouldn't I, on my own website for one. For some reason here I've got no surviving examples, no, which is a bit daft considering I sold one and there's 2 or 3 of them around at least. Some of these changing when I get 5 minutes. Anyway, there we are. Any more from anybody? Any questions, comments, whatever? Just a quick look down the spares for those who joined us late. So yeah, they're all photographed out, all the bits we've got, which is quite a lot at the moment. Lots of good useful bits. Hopefully finish off some of those projects in the shed. So have a check down there. And we'll have another run through the prices for those who joined us late, because that's what we're supposed to be looking at. Although there wasn't that much sold this week, so there's only just a few little bits of spares. I think 5 machines was there. This Sunday, there's nothing finishes this Sunday, so there'll be no results next Tuesday. And the one after, there's loads, because there's 10 machines and 50 lots of spares finishing. So the one on whatever date that will be, the excuse me, 31st of August results show will be quite a long one. That's the bit who still want me to keep doing them, but people seem to like it, so we'll carry on. So yeah, any of you, if you're having trouble with the comments, making comments, just check if you're still subscribed to the YouTube channel, because it seems some people got unsubscribed. It's not by me, I hasten to add, but it has happened to me on other channels that I watch. I don't know why it happens, it just happens. I've never found out why. And again, if you watch other channels regularly, you probably heard other people say the same thing on their channels, that for some reason subscribers just disappear. That's obviously some glitch at YouTube. Peter says, yes, please, carry on. Well, I shall carry on. As long as people keep watching it, I'll carry on doing it, I guess. Hopefully as we get more and more stuff in to sell, they'll get slightly more exciting. I'll see on Thursday when I go and look at all this big collection. I'll take the camera with me perhaps and see if I can do a bit of a quick video tour, give you a rough idea of what is going to be coming up for sale. And perhaps the same again when I go and see this other collection, which will probably be early next week at a guess. That's just a case of trying to shoehorn everything into the rather full diary at the minute. Especially with the truck off the road needing new brakes, which is a nightmare to try and get a garage to do anything at the moment. So that's a slight problem. I've actually doing that. Any more for anyone? Viewing this week, let me think. As I say, tomorrow I'm sort of in and out if you need to come and either collect anything or look at anything. Yes, I'm sort of around-ish tomorrow. Thursday, I'm out and about. Friday, I don't know. I'm probably around on Friday. And the weekend should be fine as well. Next week, I don't know about yet. There's a 2-week film job that's been delayed, so I'm not sure when that's going to be starting. I haven't heard that it's next week, so I'm assuming it's not at the moment, but such is the whims of the crazy world of telly and the film that they tend to be last minute most of the time. But if you want to come, just contact me, stick a message through via the website, and then come on down. Or come on up, depending where you are in the country, of course. Paul says, yes, there's much more interest in EastEnders. Well, thank you. It doesn't take much though, does it really? I'm not sure if it's a compliment, actually. I'll take it as a compliment. I don't get many compliments. So thank you. I will hopefully eventually have time to go out and film. Quite a few people now have offered, you know, for me to go and film their collection, some of their more interesting machines that we don't see very often. So that's just a case of finding time, really, finding a good day per person to go and see them, and you know, shoot an early video, and then the time to edit it all and upload them. But that'll be interesting because there's lovely stuff about, especially the things we don't see very often. So that'll be a really good thing to do, I think. Whether it's a case of I go and film it, or if I can press gang a cameraman or two that I know into doing it, who can do it better than I can. We'll have to see. I'm weighing up a few options on that one. Would even consider making a proper, you know, sort of a properly produced DVD or whatever. Of machines. I don't know, we could think about doing that. That would cost a bit though. We'd have to do, I don't know, like a crowdfunding thing or something, probably. I don't know. Probably do some stuff myself first, I guess. See how well it's received, and if people you know, really like the idea, then we could look at doing something a bit more you know, a bit better produced, as it were. Trouble is, of course, with such a niche interest, it's just trying to make the sums add up. You've been employing a cameraman and a sound man. Decent ones aren't cheap; they're a few £100 a day. Obviously, if you're going around visiting several collectors over perhaps a week, you could easily burn probably £5 very easily in production costs. And you know, all of a sudden, you need to try and find a way of getting that back. David, that's David Lott, who's for some reason can't get onto the YouTube at the minute. I don't know why. Says he got home at 7 o'clock on Monday morning. Good grief. It was a bit of an event. It's treating me as an unsubscriber. I don't know why that is, David. You have to say under the video, under this corner, is it? Oh, I'm not sure where it shows. I can't. I don't know if I can see myself. Can I get it up on something? There's the subscribe button underneath the video. If you click on that and subscribe to the YouTube channel, it should let you comment on the thing. Let me just see how it works on the phone. Hang on, see if I can get up on here. Oops. See if I can see what it's doing at all. Right, so this is today's live videos. If I go on to there, maybe I can hear myself coming out the phone. That's not good. So it says on here, create a channel to join the chat. That's what it says on mine. Live chat, top chat. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, subscribe. I don't know, I have to look at the settings on my end, see if there's something I can change, but where did we get to? Peter says, good night all. Good night, Peter. Mr. Truthful says, when are the sign and fairground stuff coming in? Very, very soon. I know I keep saying I'm working on it, but I am working on it. I was shoving some stuff around today, actually. There's some bits and bobs here to do. Just I keep, because obviously the coin op bit was just kind of the first bit and the most active bit we're doing. I'm constantly tweaking little things. You go back over here, you know, like making the date show in green with a little clock and the video icons and all these bits and bobs. And every different section of the website, so the advertising bit, the books bit, the fairground bit, and so on, all this lot has to be duplicated. So every time I change something, I've theoretically got to change it on 20 different pages or whatever. So I'm really trying to get one section, the coin up section, as good as I can, and make, you know, and just like the layout and the way the you know, if you squash the windows down, you then go to 3, so that all the pictures don't get squashed up, and then 2. And if it's on your phone, it's I think it's 2 wide, is it? If you look at it on the phone page, and so on and so on. which just takes time to try and do all this. So once I've got one section nailed, then it's easy to copy and paste and basically change. Not quite as simple as I make it sound, but you know, change where it says coin up at the top for Fairground and so on. So just stretch this back out to here again. So that's half the battle really. We just try and nail it and tweak all the little niggly bits for one section, so I can just duplicate it across to the other sections. Then it should, in theory, be relatively quickly to roll out Fairground and Automabilia and toys and anything else that we want to sell in due course. Peter says, happy to pay for a DVD. Yeah, it's something I've thought about. I'd thought about a few years ago. I was looking at doing it with working models and automata and stuff, with an automata collector I know. So something we can look at again, perhaps. Peter says, press the subscribe button. Paul, call in at any time. Yep, I will do. You're on my list of people to come and point the camera at. David, it's just come on. Ah, good, excellent. There you go. You're signed up and working again. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happened. YouTube changed a load of things in the past few days. I was saying earlier on, if you missed it, that whereas I used to be able, these live streams, just press one button to copy and paste all the settings from the last live stream I did to start a new one. I just changed the date or whatever. Now I have to go through 3 different screens for some bizarre reason and check all sorts of settings. Some of the settings that don't stay the same, so I have to change them every time as well. It was really annoying, but anyway, for whatever reason YouTube decided to change it. So he says, thanks for your help on Sunday, and thank you, Peter. Yeah, well, there we are. That's what we're here for, isn't it? And part of the community spirit, as they say. Like I was saying earlier on, we all get in a muddle now and again and all need someone's help, so it comes around and around in circles, hopefully. You never know when you're going to be in a pickle on the side of the road, do you? So main thing is you got your stuff, apart from the one machine I forgot to give to Peter. Sorry. And you got home again, even if it was 7 o'clock in the morning. Sounds like one of my days. There's some crazy days last week. I did one day I left Cambridge at about 6 o'clock in the morning to get over to the TV job I was working on for like Harper State in the Cotswolds. I worked on that till about 6 o'clock at night. Got back home here about Harper State, had a bite to eat, started work again, making a door. This was for a fancy wall in a church I built. It's a very fancy door, so I worked on that until gone 2 in the morning, about 2:30 in the morning. Went to bed at 3 o'clock for 2 hours, got up at 5 o'clock. Got back in the truck, back over to the Cotswolds, and then that day I worked from like 8 or 8:30 in the morning until 9:30 at night. I finished in the church. So those 2 days were nuts. I worked almost every hour for 48-hour period or whatever it was. Yeah. But never mind. You have to work while the work's there to be had. Any more for any more, or should we call it a night? It's 9 o'clock. I'm sure we're all bored by now. Let's just have one perhaps last quick run through these prices for anybody who joined us late and didn't see them earlier on. I think you would have by now. So any more questions or comments of people, stick them in. If not, we'll call it a night. And we'll catch up again, hopefully Friday night. I think I should be free Friday night. With hopefully some more stuff listed to look at. More new stuff. And with a bit of luck, you never know, I might even get these signs. I don't think I will. As I say, Thursday I'm out looking at this big collection. So realistically, and tomorrow I'm fiddling about trucks and cars and things, trying to get sorted out. So I'm probably not going to get a whole lot done by the weekend, but I'll do what I can. In the meantime, keep up the good work, everybody. Keep your offers coming in. Viewing, as I say, tomorrow, I'm sort of around tomorrow, not Thursday, Friday maybe. Saturday and Sunday is absolutely fine as usual. Send a message through the website to let me know when you want to come and we'll sort you out. And if that's it, which it appears to be, I'll call it a night there. I'll go and have another cup of tea and catch you up all again on Friday. That should be okay Friday night, I'm pretty sure. So I'll just let these prices run through again until the end, until the steerable. And if there's no questions by then or comments, that'll be it. I'm signing off. Good night, David. A nice bargain aristocrat look that everybody wished they'd have bought. And the Buckley at 480. There's 2 more to go. Then I'm off. Unusual Furman front. And the steerable at 12.50. That was the highest thing this last week. So that's it from me. Night all. We'll catch you again on Friday night. Have a good one.